people say, no, I'm not going to do this, now everyone's doing this, right? So, you know what I mean. Now, the idea for design thinking as a diploma plus actually came about because we ran an intensive 6 weeks workshop, 6 weeks, during the holiday, last year, this time. So for 6 weeks, students, about 52 students were with us, and they saw through this project. They turned up judiciously every day. Don't know why, but they were nice kids, right? And at the end of the day, it was fantastic because they had an incredible reception. They worked with real-life industry people. They were working with Alexandra Hospital. They were working Mercy Relief. This was the final presentation, okay? We did not get to pay them to do this, but basically students presented this work. It looks like a landscape project, but it involves students from mechanical and aeronautical engineering, EEE, chemical life sciences, and also students from the design and architecture programs. So this would be yet another feature of the Diploma Plus. Design thinking, it's very hard to articulate in one slide what it is about. So this is my best representation what it could mean. It is the theory and practice of select design strategies and processes as a way of proposing new solutions for new human experiences. Those are the keywords. It is not going to show you all the design processes because there are millions of them. We are going to put you through a particular design strategy and process. Actually, we will teach you 3 to 4 systems. All right. It is in a way forcing you to look at new solutions or arriving at new solutions. And the center of everything, it is about human experience. Every single project we do is touching base with how would a human feel when he uses this, what I'm designing, or I'm proposing, or the ideas that I'm going to come up with, all right? What are these design strategies and processes that I am talking about? These are the key things that we will be teaching you and will be reinforcing all the time. So we'll be asking you, we'll be getting you to go through, and this is very important for us, user research. Okay? So there are design students here, and this program is open to designers and non-design students. There are particular programs in the design school, we do not go into such strategies. Alright? Interior design is one of them. So if you're keen, you come into this program, you learn extra set of strategies. How do you observe and study human beings so you can react to their needs? Okay? Creative interpretation. This is where it gets a little bit tough for the non-design students, but working with design students, it can become less tough, not easier. Okay? Prototyping. We send you to the workshop and you get to work with different sorts of material. One thing good about design thinking is nothing stays just on the board. Things get made, things get touched, felt, and experienced. Alright? And if you're successful and the work is good, it may be picked up for manufacturing. And presentation. How do you present your work? I'll go through some images later on. Okay? It's a 4-module certificate program. Okay? Run on a multidisciplinary platform. It is not going to be run as a classroom, it's going to be run in a design studio. Most of the time it will be broken up into groups, and the groups will contain of students coming from different schools, alright, looking at a particular program. The idea is to have different sets of eyeballs looking at the same program. So it'll be very interesting, and this is where the fights come in. It's really so fun. Where the life science students is with the EEE students and the design student, and they're looking at, I want to create this shoe, and then what do you do? Where do I start? All right? None of us has done any projects on shoes. Great. This is a fantastic project. Go for it. Okay? Students, okay, I'll just continue reading that. Using design thinking methodologies in collaboration with expert facilitators are expected to propose groundbreaking future ideas. So you would not have lecturers, you'll have facilitators. And the facilitators could be SP lecturers who come from the design school, engineering school, or we could be bringing in experts from the industry. Okay? It all depends on the project. So if we're going to do a project on bicycles, we may be bringing in people from, say, Trek or Shimano, for example. Okay? So these are the possibilities. That's where the next paragraph comes in. Students in the program will have opportunities to work with MNCs, multinational companies. Potentially the first projects would be with Boeing, right? So something we are working towards. Or with NGOs, so we could be working with, for example, Mercy Relief. Okay, how to set up a shelter, what is the best way to package together food supply for people who have gone through, for example, earthquake. How do we respond to them? These could be potential projects. So as I said here, giving students exciting possibilities to deal with wide-ranging issues such as medical, transportational, social, or even urban. Okay? Now pay attention, this is where the interesting bit comes in. The Diploma Plus is ran jointly with an innovation and research center called the Live Well Collaborative Singapore. Live Well Collaborative was first started in Cincinnati. It was a collaboration between Procter & Gamble, P&G, with the University of Cincinnati. And they wanted to bring in students to work with P&G to look at the aging community in America. And since then, they felt that Singapore Polytechnic is a good base, they have set up shop at the Inno Village. So your venue or the studio where the students who sign up for this course will be working in will be at the Inno Village at the Live Well Collaborative Studios. Alright? So you have a connection with University of Cincinnati. You're also in a way connected to Procter & Gamble. What happens in this initiative is every semester or every term, we have clients coming to us, let's say Boeing, for example, or Procter & Gamble, or Kraft Cheese. I don't know why I said that, alright? They come to us, they say, this is the project we want to work at. We want a multidisciplinary group of students look at it. We say, yes, we have a Diploma Plus and these are the group of students and that would be the project. Alright? It is possible they fly in their facilitators and you're working together with them. This is the platform we want to position this Diploma Plus within. Okay? This is the Live Well Collaborative Singapore site. Do not go in there because it's still under construction. But if you go in there, click on this logo, you'll take you to the States, US site, and you see some of the projects they have done. And it's very interesting, you know, a group of students work with nurses from the hospital and they design a gown for patients, all right, not for nurses, okay? That could be one project. So you're working with industry experts. Here, I think they're looking at something that you can drop into the bathtub to revive you after a long day's work. So this could be a project, all right? Strategies and processes that we want to engender to students with the 4 modules which we will be teaching. Deep user analysis. We would be within this course teaching you some techniques of visualization. How to take good photographs, how to frame, how to do videography, alright? So you will be taught how to videograph and record and analyze audiography, alright? Tape recording, amongst other things. How do you collect all this data and make sense out of it? Making a project proposal, alright? I want to come up with an idea of a gown for patients at the Alexandra Hospital, for example. Prototype and testing, this is a feature of the Diploma Plus. You get to make what you have proposed, alright? This is something we want to do. So there's what we call a quick and fast prototyping, using cardboard, using foam, timber. We have a dedicated workshop master to help you, alright? So there'll be workshops open for you. So we'll be using rapid prototyping amongst other things. So you send in the file, it will be created immediately, okay? User review, refinement, product proposal, product adoption. Don't worry about it. What is the format? Okay, how is it going to be run? It is going to be an open studio system. So you go into this studio, it's going to be like 10 tables there. You gather around the table, there'll be pin-up boards. You're thinking, you're pasting ideas, you're at each other's throats. You're at the throats of your lecturers, your tutors, and then you come up with the idea. 4 hours later, you have a proposal, alright? And we'll work on it week on week. Okay? 90% of the work will be group-based. It has to be very interactive. It usually is. There will be prototype workshops which you'll go into, and we will try to organize field trips. Field trips is important. So let's say we are looking at the aging community and we need to understand their experience. We need to go to Chinatown.